Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Jennifer Rawling, aka Bright Ideas Paper Publishing. They are the publisher. Jennifer Rawling, if you look on Amazon, that's where you'll find a lot of Bright Ideas Paper Publishing's books, and also Husky Wannafly. Those are the two companies that this publishing company works with. This one is 80 plus adorable animals, and I just recently did a flip through of their last book, which is 70 plus cartoon characters. So if you want to see a flip through and kind of see what this book is about, I'll link that video down below in the description, and I will also link both of these books in the description too. So if you want to check either one or both of them out, the links will be right down there for you. So, where that one had the cartoon characters, this one has the adorable animals. So here is our front cover. The back cover, which shows you some images from inside the book. Look at this pig. Isn't that adorable? And that pug. Oh my gosh. They're so cute. Them eyes. Color by number with 26 color palette. Now, when I did the flip through of the previous book, I noticed that it said a couple of things that weren't in my book. It said, number one, there was a full color palette was it at the back of the book or in the front of the book? There was no full color palette. Number two, it said there was an answer key in the back of the book that showed all the pictures, and there wasn't that either. In this particular book, I don't have it either. It starts out just like the other one with no answers in the back. However, I did contact them on Instagram, and they say now this particular book does have, was it the full color palette or the answers in the back? I can't remember, but it has been updated. I'm not sure about the cartoon character one though. So this is how my book is. So we have our nameplate page, and here is the 26 color palette. So we have light blue, aqua blue. I mean, they're pretty standard colors. I think the hardest one is the blues, because you have light blue, aqua blue, blue, dark blue, and indigo blue. So, I mean, I didn't have colors to exactly match this when I did a picture in here. Not that big of a deal. So then you have lime green, medium green, green, and dark green. You just pick 4 shades of green, right? Orange and dark orange, red, dark red, violet, dark violet, a cream, light brown, medium brown, brown, light gray, gray, pink, magenta, black, and white. So it's not that hard of a color palette. So, as in the first book, like this, these are all the squares. So that's why they're called Mosaic Color by Number books, which you know are some of my favorites. We do have a variety of, I don't know if you want to say difficulty level, but the size of the squares. So we do have some, and they don't start out with the bigger squares and get to the more difficult ones or the smaller squares. They're just kind of interspersed all together. So here is one with larger squares. I think this is probably the biggest squares. So I don't know if you would say those are maybe 5 by 5 millimeter squares. And then we have the smaller ones. You can see this is the lion. And then over here, you get your color palette for that particular page. Unfortunately, their colors are not consistent. They do all follow that 26 color palette, but where 0 is medium brown, and I hate it when they start with a 0, just start with a 1. But where 0 is medium brown on here, 0 is white on here. 1 is lime green. 1 is brown here. So make sure you look on the left-hand side to see what the color palette is for that particular picture. I wish they would make them all the same, you know, and always make You know, like number 1, light blue, number 2, aqua blue, and so on and so forth. Would just make things easier. But that's just me. So many of these, you can see what the picture is. And some of them not so much. Like that one, you can't really tell. But again, we have varying degrees of the size of the squares. That one's a little bit smaller. I think that would be like a 3 by 3. Here's kind of one in the middle, maybe like a 4 by 4. And then here's a big one. So I'm not going to flip through every single, no, this would be a 3 by 3. So there must be like 4 different sizes, because this looks to be the smallest, and this is comparable to like Belva Family's 3 by 3. Isn't that pretty though? We have a lot of browns, cream, red, orange, magenta. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Geez, I wonder what colors will be in there. Some more small squares. Aw, isn't that cute? There's a cute Christmas picture. How adorable. This is the one I did. Didn't he turn out cute? And what did I do this with? Oh yeah, my ink onyx. Should have known. My Arteza ink onyx. Yeah, I love the way he turned out. And again, I didn't have colors to match everything. This, for instance, was my dark orange. It's kind of like a reddish brown, but it is a dark orange, I guess. But yeah, thought that turned out cute. That was eyes. So here's one of the really big squares. There's that piggy. Oh, I'm going to have to do that one next. He is so cute. All right, so that is basically how the rest of the book goes. Again, some with the smaller squares and some with the medium-sized squares. Here's one with the real small squares. This one's kind of mid-size. And then some will have the great big squares like that one. Some of them have very few colors, you know, and some of them have quite a few. With this one being big squares, there aren't many colors in the picture. And of course, the bigger the squares, the more pixelated the picture is going to be. But another small one. So yeah, I think this is going to be a ton of fun. And you know, I love doing these types of pictures with the cross stitch method. So, and I've used the cross stitch method even on the large square, and it still turns out good. I just have a tendency, instead of using just a fine liner, I'll use like my Statler dual tip that has a little bit of a thicker tip on the one end, so that you get a little bit more color as you do each X. And yeah, it works great. All right, and yeah, there are no answers in the back. Gives you a thank you page. You can follow them on Instagram at bright.ideaspaper, and they are on Amazon as Bright Ideas Paper Publishing, or like I like to do, I look under the name of Jennifer Rawling, because most of the books are under her name or their name. I'm assuming maybe it's a company. And then, like I said, the other company is Husky Wanna Fly. And there's a few books under that particular name, but again, most of them are under Jennifer Rawling. And again, I will link this book and the first one down in the description below, as well as the flip through, hopefully I'll remember, of this particular book. If I forget to link that video, you can find it very easily in my flip throughs playlist. I did it, gosh, was it last week or the week before? It was not too long ago, because yeah, they just came out with this book, and now they just came out with this one, so they both must have been in the works at the same time, because don't know how they would have gotten this one out so fast otherwise. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing Bright Ideas Paper Publishing's latest coloring book. And again, it's 80 plus Adorable Animals Mosaic Color by number. If you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button. It really does help the channel. And subscribe if you're new to my channel. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. And as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.